Welcome back. We have general messages here. So let's get started. We're going to have a slow start. Welcome, Libras. I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope you feel very happy. I hope you're surrounded with an abundance of love. I also feel like a lot of you are very intuitive today. You could be in your high priestess emotions, and I'm just doing it a little slow so you could see the shuffling. Let's see in general messages for the entire Libran collective. We have Moonology, and we also have I forgot what this one is called. I believe it is a deck called Spirit of the Animal Totems, I think it is. So I'll list it at the bottom too, the exact deck. All right, your messages have arrived. Let's check the bottom of the deck. You have the Scarab Beetle. Number 52, magic works through you. All right, it works through your body, my baby. So you are allowing your inner magician, okay, anything manifestory, to come through you, creative too, anything that opens your eyes, color, visions that you have, your dreams speak to you too. Your dream state could be very, very heavy at this time, sending you clues. Last night I had a cultural one. I'm half Filipina, so there was a dream last night where Manny Pacquiao's wife, I don't know why she was in my dream. She was showing me a scoreboard about how Filipino I was, and I remembered it. It was very vivid. So it had something to do with culture, and maybe it's something that I haven't reached very deep back into my Filipino sense. My mother is a Spaniard, so we definitely have that sort of essence here. You're unlocking a zone in your life, Libras, where things have been untouched for a very long time. So magic will work through you. 52, the sum of it is 7, so 7 could be a favorite number of yours. We move on to the Vulture spirit, and that is next here. Beautiful. It's almost looking like turkey season for Thanksgiving. Some of you know that you will be coming together with your family. The message is nothing is truly wasted in a situation, something you've gone through. Even if it was hard, and the channel coming through is even if it was hard, there will always be hard days, but it's about your poise. It is about how you survive through it, and nothing truly is wasted. There could be like a signal coming to you by Thanksgiving, or a notation or word from somebody you've often thought about. And just because I saw like the vulture, it's giving me turkey vibes, you could also be hearing something by Thanksgiving. And I wanted these morning ones to be a little bit more intuitive. So if you like this style, if you like the readings this way, please let me know, okay? Just put a little yellow heart down below if you like these sort of mixed messages with tarot, okay? Your next one is 44. You could be seeing 444. We got the panther back. It reminds me of the Black Panther movie, okay? I believe it's Chadwick Boseman, right? If I stand corrected, let me know, Libras, if that's the actor that was in those films, the Marvel films. Reclaim your power, call it back to you. Everybody is born with a special skill, much like Liam Neeson says, I have a set of special skills. That is definitely with you today. You have a skill level about you. You're very good at something, Libra, whether it's your gift of gab, your gift of expression, whether it's something that you do with your hands. You are very talented. Reclaim your power back. Your talents are a part of that. Okay, I feel like it will be helpful this stretch too, all of November, December, leading up to January. Your last one, and I saw this on the pre-shuffle. I was pre-shuffling here before the video just to see what the energy was, and it came back out. So it's truly, here is a message. I saw the fox maybe twice before we really got it again this time. And you all have 27. The sum of it, and I will read the underlying energy. I'm just going to put it face down because I want to read it with you. 27 is the energy. The sum is 9. You have a fox spirit. This is kind of like esoterically, it could be somebody around you who's very curious. They do their spying. They're very curious about you. And it says here, think on your feet. It's a very nimble character. In tarot this morning, it can even be you. You're acting as nimble. You're smarter. You are stronger than ever. Some of you are raising your frequency, okay, and studying esoteric things. For me, after I do readings and I cleanse the space, I actually sage the room. I leave for a few hours. It could be class, or it could be something that I run errands for. I do the kids, pick them up and whatnot. And so After that, I find when I come back to the tarot room, sometimes there's a different flavor. It feels almost like there's magic in the room. And I kid you not, I feel like there's a message if I return to it, and my space is cleansed, I should say. So before going into this reading, actually, in particular, the sun, I kept seeing yellow in the trees this morning, just to share with you. Certain color cues hit me. And I think that you're picking up on those things too. Anything queued up for you, anything sent to you in a version of a song. Some of you are spoken to directly by your guides. There is like a nimble feeling, okay, of you attaining knowledge and you seeking that on a higher level. The overlying message of all of it is this cow spirit, okay? So very grounded. This reminds me of earth signs. It says the miracles are endless. You could be praying on some miracles. You could be envisioning certain miracles coming back to you too, like a return season of that. And we see a very abundantly dressed mammal here, cow. It says the miracles are endless. You could be seeing adjectives like miracle and magic in these next few weeks, okay? I feel like this is a very abundant season for you. It's kind of like a wake-up period of a new. We are going to go with Rider-Waite style artwork for the in general messages this morning. We will do 5 cards together, and let's see what all of these mean, okay? So very alert energy. Day 2, we see the panther and the fox, or the panther could be going up against a fox. You see what I'm saying? It's not a fair match. It's not a fair match. A panther gonna scratch your face out. So let's see here what's going on. And if you like this style in the future, if you guys do like morning ones better, please let me know. Okay, there are some mornings that are open up for me to do so. Thank you, Spirit. A couple are popping out here. You might see them in the viewfinder. We have the Hanged Man from last night's Twin Flame video. A new perspective. We are enlightened. As you see, his cranium is lit up. That means we've come to an understanding. Number 1, we're okay with it. And number 2, we can process it, but we can't change what we can't, right? There's a prayer like that. Only help me, where I believe it's the serenity prayer. Help me change what I cannot, or if you guys can help me with that. The serenity prayer I haven't said in a long time, just being honest, but it kind of like channeled me that exact notion. And here we are aware because he is standing up straight. So we got Pisces with the Hanged Man. We have 7 of Cups. You will learn that options are surrounding you at this current time. You have vast options to push you. None of you feel lackluster at this time. There is nothing about you that is that. In fact, you're going towards the sunshine. Your options are coming through. I feel like this will come in various activities for you. For some of you, business. There's a lot of business owners on Libra Light readings. Many work from home, run it from home. And I feel like those connections are also going to be sealed. You might even meet some of those connections this coming week. There's a heavy channel here of someone very helpful too in the 7 of Cups. It's almost coming in as endless opportunity for you to stretch your limbs, okay? Stretching your limbs. That came in quite heavy. I just had to pause because it was such a heavy thing that was coming to me. We have the Knight of Swords. It's vast information. It's also coming from sometimes a singular human being or a singular entity that comes into our lives. I feel like for a lot of you, it is like giving me business propositions. I feel like some of you could be teaming up with a friend even. If you want confirmation here, I also feel like this could be about a job of long ago that you applied to, or you applied to a firm of some sort. The Knight of Swords can come in with fast information. The speed of this card is rather fast. Okay. More energy. Bottom of the deck is the 7 of Wands. There is guarded energy. The moon is quite heavy. This is all the hidden traits and things that we cannot see in the present moment. So let's discuss it, Libras, because this is a general message for all of you, including Venus signs. The moon can be somebody's opposing feelings toward you. It could be your very own personal moon, okay, something not figured out yet. We will clarify with tarot what sector of lifestyle or life this is affecting. So I'm going to hold up the moon here in the reading, and we'll look at that. The High Priestess is a major arcana as well as the moon. And when they're here together, it means that intuition is being deeply looked at. Okay, it's about our fears. It's about arising to those fears, addressing them as well. Libras will be the first to address it. Let me tell you, they don't hide from their fears. They address it head on, and there's a bravery attached to that with the High Priestess. Excuse me, my little finger was like High Priestess. I also see here that you could be very Piscean because you have two major arcanas that tell me so. You could be very tapped in at this time. Some of you are very much in your intuitive sense, or you tapped into your gifts very recently. Okay, there's a beautiful, like when I look down as well, you're catching on to maybe a romantic partner around you. You feel very telepathically, Libras, if you have, and you know it if you have the gift. Is there something here speaking to you about this person, which is displaying fox spirits towards you? Also, you reclaim your powder. You reclaim your power, not your powder. You reclaim this today, which means you're not only enlightened, but you're rather snazzy with your approach. You have become smarter. You're also more nimble as well. The panther is not a fair match to that fox that we saw. We have the sun in your outcome, the emperor, and we also have the death card. Okay, I'm going to clarify this read. Just give me a second. We have a couple cards to look at. On the split is the Nine of Swords. Okay, we have a little bit of anxiety at night, or something has kept us up. So let's address that, okay? And maybe that's why you have to have a power recall here. Maybe that's why it's even here. So we have a shuffled Manic Mondays deck. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I read that fate and destiny have found you in this current time. You've found yourself in a certain place in life where you are handling things. I feel like you've been led spiritually to be in this spot in the here and now. There's something about that, getting in touch with things that you feel, your relationships to people. Fate has led you to this exact spot. And why, when we look at the Wheel of Fortune, we have to question those sensitive feelings. Is it my destiny to be here and now? Am I going to be put up to do something? And I feel like there's an action that's coming out of it. It's Aries energy. It's also your opposite sign on the same axis. So Aries and Libra are on the same axis, but they were opposing to each other. And I feel like you're also following signals from your inner emperor. All of us have it. All of us have that thing that makes us want to rise up in the morning, get excited, take control. And the emperor is here to say, you have those abilities. And don't mind the house phone there. Yes, they exist. They still exist. So let's look at your, why was there a death here to this spirit? Something happened where there was stagnancy in the past. All right, we have to reclaim this inner persona, this very strong panther that's happening in the reading. 44. Many of you could be seeing 444, or you have moments where that comes in. The Emperor is also a 4 today. Check that out. There's all 4s, so it would be 444 in the general sense of tarot and your oracle combined. That's amazing. I've actually never seen anything like that. So let's look at that. What's that power? What's that thing? What's that sauce? 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, you're very abundant when you work alone. Something about you is rather sufficient and timely. I feel like people respect that about you. I feel like they also judge your promptness to be organized, to be relentless in your pursuits to finish something or a project. I feel like that's admired by many with the 9 of Pentacles. Some of you even, it's like the small things you get done. You're very reliable to others. They come to you very easily. 9 of Pentacles, very sufficient person. I would rely on a 9 of Pentacles person. 8 of Cups, after an extreme walking away. You've had to make very difficult decisions, and I want to say it in this particular video. You're making moves now too. And as you see by the next new moon, things are going to start shifting big time, okay? And we will have a crossroads reading. I don't know if we should do that Friday, but just stating it here because these are pretty live for me. So I just want to relay that to you. Maybe you guys don't even need a crossroads reading. But let's move forward. 8 of Cups was your decision. You are in the 9 of Pentacles today in the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to show you again because I want to show you my clarifiers to be exact. It's something about, too, I pick up that somebody caused you stagnancy as well. Like you were unable to tap into this inner panther. But it's showing up for you today, darling. It's showing up. So let's see that. 444. Could I see that message? 4 of Pentacles. 444 and another 4. This is attached to a person, this 4 of Pentacles, holding on, holding back. And I feel like they want to get in touch with you. The 3 of Cups. You are holding off on this. A lot of you are holding off on this Three of Cups. You're waiting. And again, you have some nimble feelings, like you're waiting on what their next moves are. You also catch it too, Libras. It's like some of you are so intuitive, you see it before it happens. Look at those eyes in the Panther card, okay? Green with intelligence, green with even that emotional intelligence, which is within you, okay? You are going to get invitations, Three of Cups, that's coming up here. Can I see future cards so we can interpret the Strength card? Thank you. The Hanged Man upright and the Eight of Pentacles. So the Libras with water signs had a video this morning. This was one of their cards too. You have Eight of Pentacles in the general read here. Someone is going to want to put in the effort with you, whether they were a runner or they identified as someone who didn't touch into their shadow work. And I am just going to close this. I have a large notification. Excuse me. That's what happens when you do it in the morning. And you're going to see that your efforts actually pan out. This person actually might fall short of reaching you. You're going to be having so much effort in your business, in what you do, what drives you, Libra, okay? I feel like this person does need strength to come toward you. The collective kind of has this runner energy of hiding from Libra or not being able to have enough strength to face them. And it's because you're in your Queen of Swords at this time. That's the message, is it's a little bit harder to come to you. And I'm sure you did that for a reason. You always have a reason for doing things because you're a diplomat. Diplomats always have a reason of why they do things. So let's see here. And it's always for a greater good, by the way. I am not just saying that. There's always a greater good to it. Let's do the Three of Cups. Thank you. A few more cards. Maybe directionally too for Libra. Yeah, you are going to go the other way. You're going to choose your higher options. The Seven of Cups, this is discoveries. You're taking risks also with your options and choices. It's a choice card, just like the Lovers. Okay, so you have a couple things coming to you, a couple seven, and that's looking amazing. One of these options too is a love one, and I couldn't help but notice the rose in the cup above, and that's a message for a divine feminine. I feel like many of you will find that there's more people out there for you to get to know and actually give them a chance as well. So if that's a romance advice here at the end, let's take that. Let's finish it off strong. Two conclusion cards for Libras today. Queen of Wands. There's a very attractive aspect to your personality. The Queen of Wands can be you, or you associate it to a particular person. I feel like this is for Libras who absolutely put effort into their style, the way that they convey themselves through the exterior, okay? Because your inward has been worked on so much. The soul's work has been done. It's shining through. Queen of Wands here in your conclusion. That's going to move you a few steps up the ladder here. Maybe some effortless moves for you, okay? A little bit more here too. Judgment. This wasn't also the water sign readings for Libras. You are definitely coming to a final decision, which causes a major shift. Whenever we have this action with judgment, it moves into a higher position, okay? Some of you are going to go with something less sensitive. You're going to choose your logic over your heart, and that probably will save you from maybe an expected tower moment in the future, which is maybe what you're fearing, is it's just going to be another tower for me. But you are going to look at logic first, and I believe the Libras watching this, they understand what that means in the adult sense of this reading. Logic will enhance you. Also, I feel like the one card missing here is the Hierophant, which I feel like should be here this morning. And that's about your spirituality being your main core and coast of where you're being led to. But you do have a judgment here that you're deciding. And I feel like that could be about a partner or a friend, or maybe something having to do with moving, okay? Because I see a shift happening in the reading, and you will be invited to some things. Also, you know, if you're the type of Libra that is shied away from social interaction, I want to add here at the end, I want to give a card for that, because I do have a big group of shy Libras in our collective, okay? I'm even one of them. So let's see what the Three of Cups is. Three of Cups energy. If Libra were to go about and choose this, it's going to be a great investment. I'm sorry about that. Great investment with the Seven of Pentacles. It might even be something that opens a new door. Okay. I keep hearing unmatched, like it's unmatched. So it will be a new option that feels unmatched. Okay. It might be better than you expected. That's what I'm picking up, because the channel was one word. And I don't talk like that. I don't usually get unmatched. So this message is definitely for someone this morning. Your high cards for the end here are the Eight of Pentacles, effort, putting it to use. We have a invitation, potentially romantic, and we also have an unmatched partner with the Seven of Pentacles. You might be meeting someone, Libras. You might even be feeling that energy coming up, like you're about to meet somebody amazing who will be different for you, who will be healthier as well. Thank you for your time. And I just hit my little hand here on the table. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I will catch you in the All 12 Signs reading.